皆さん、こんにちは。Today we are going to go over some JLPT N4 practice questions. And those questions are created around Ageru, Morau, Kureru. If you find this video helpful, please subscribe and hit the like button and the notification bell so that you get notified whenever we have more JLPT videos. Alright, let's get started. So before we go into questions, let's review how to use あげる、もらう、くれる。First, あげる。You can use this word whenever you're giving something to someone. Again, you can use あげる when I'm the subject and I am giving some kind of kindness. It can be a thing or it can be an action to others. So, I'm giving something to them, so they should be thankful. So, for example, 私は彼にプレゼントをあげる。私は彼にプレゼントをあげる。I give him a present. Subject is I here. Okay? That's important. In order to differentiate あげる、くれる and もらう。Alright, so what about もらう then? Subject is I still. Or me still. Alright? But in this situation, someone else is giving me something. So someone is giving kindness. It can be, thing or action to me. So now I should be thankful for that. For example, 私が彼からプレゼントをもらう。私が彼からプレゼントをもらう。I received a present from him. Alright, what about くれる then? In this case, subject is someone else. And someone else is giving a present to me. Right? So someone is giving kindness to me. And so I should be thankful. But the difference is that subject is someone else, not me. Example sentence. 彼が私にプレゼントをくれる。彼が私にプレゼントをくれる。He gave me a present. Alright, so it's saying 彼が subject is he. Right, and then giving it to me. 私にプレゼントをくれる。Alright, so let's get to the questions. 問題1。カッコに何を入れますか？一番いいものを一つ選んでください。Pick a choice that fits the best inside the parentheses. 私は彼女にチョコレートをNo.1 あげた。No.2 くれた。No.3 下げた。No.4 食べた。Which one do you think is the answer? Alright, the answer is No.1. 私は彼女にチョコレートをあげた。I gave her chocolate. So subject is I. Now, あげた in this case, I'm giving her chocolate. So what about No.2? No.2, 私は彼女にチョコレートをくれた。That doesn't really make sense. It makes sense if you say 私は彼女からチョコレートをもらった。But when you're using くれた, the subject should be someone else. So subject should be 彼女。So you can say 彼女が私にチョコレートをくれた。She gave me a chocolate. Alright? 下げた that means make it lower. That doesn't make sense. And then No.4 食べた。You can say 私はチョコレートを食べた。But why 彼女に is there? It doesn't really make sense. So the answer is No.1. No.2 私は彼女から手紙をNo.1 下げた。No.2 くれた。No.3 もらった。No.4 あげた。 Alright, the answer is number 3. 私は彼女から手紙をもらった。I received a letter from her. Right, so 私は subject is I. And then 彼女から that means from her. Subject is I and I'm receiving because it's saying from her. So in that case, もらった is the answer because I received もらった。Number 2, くれた. When you use くれた, the subject should be someone else. So subject should be 彼女. But that's not the case in this sentence. So that is not the answer. Number 4, あげた. That means I have to give her a letter. But it says 彼女から. That means from her. So she gave me a letter. So that means number 4 is not the answer. Number 3. おじさんが私にこの本をおじさんが私にこの本を Number 1. くれた Number 2. あげてくれた Number 3. もらった Number 4. あげた The answer is Number 1. My uncle gave me this book. Alright, so out of あげる、くれる、もらう when the subject is someone else, not me or my group, then you can only use くれた, not あげる、もらう So number 1 is the answer. Alright, so here I want to say that not only the things that you receive or give, you can also give or receive actions. So for example, 私は彼に私の傘を貸してあげた。I let him borrow my umbrella. He didn't bring umbrella, so I let him borrow it. That's my kindness, right? So action can be given or received. Well, the same goes for もらう。私は彼から傘を貸してもらった。私は彼から傘を貸してもらった。I had him lend his umbrella. So, 私は I is the subject. 彼から that means from him. 傘を貸してもらった。Lend his umbrella. So, in this case, he did an action for me, right, for his kindness. So, I received that action from him. So, I should say 貸してもらった。Alright. くれた kind of same way. 彼が私に傘を貸してくれた。He let me borrow his umbrella. So, in this case, subject is someone else, not me. In this case, he. He is the subject. So, you have to use くれた。彼が私に傘を貸してくれた。Let's look at more practice questions. 私は友達に宿題を手伝って私は友達に宿題を手伝って No.1 くれた No.2 ください No.3 もらった No.4 あげた Which one do you think is the answer? The answer is No.3 私は友達に宿題を手伝ってもらった I had my friends help me with my homework. So subject is 私 I, right? So it's not くれた And then No.3 もらった That means I received the action. Okay? And then No.4 あげた That means I gave them action. Action is in this case helping homework. No.4 あげた If you want to say I helped friend's homework, you should say friend's homework. So you should say 私は友達の宿題を手伝ってあげた But here it says 友達に It's not saying my friend's homework. it's not saying whose homework, but if you don't say it, then that means my homework. So here you have to use もらった。友達に宿題を手伝ってもらった。Okay, this one might be a little difficult. But let's look at more questions. To get used to this. Number 5. 母はいつも私に本を読んで。母はいつも私に本を読んで。Number 1. あげた。Number 2. ください。Number 3. もらった。Number 4. くれた。Right, the answer is number 4. 母はいつも私に本を読んでくれた。My mom always read me books. Here, 母 is the subject, so not me, someone else. So here you have to use くれた。Right, number 6. 彼女にこの場所について教えて。彼女にこの場所について教えて。Number 1. あげた。Number 2. くれない。Number 3. もられる。Number 4. くれた。Alright, the answer is number 1. 彼女にこの場所について教えてあげた。I taught her about this place. So there is no subject, so that means subject is I. Right, so we can't use くれた。And number 1 fits well. 彼女にこの場所について教えてあげた。So I taught her about this place. Alright, let's look at the next question. 私に数学を教えてませんか？私に数学を教えてませんか？ Number 1. あげ。Number 2. くれ。Number 3. 下げ。Number 4. もらう。Alright, the answer is number 2. 私に数学を教えてくれませんか？ Would you teach me math? 私に it's saying 私に so to me. Right, and then who is the subject? Well, it's not I because it says 私に so 私に 私 can't be, the subject. So here, it's you. You is the subject. So would you teach me math? So when someone else is the subject, it should be くれる。私に数学を教えてくれませんか？ Would you teach me math? Although you can say 私に数学を教えてもらえませんか？ It's the same meaning. 私に数学を教えてもらえませんか？ That's okay too, but number 4 says もらうませんか？ It should be もらえませんか if that's the answer. Alright? Next question. 私はあなたには絶対に教えて。私はあなたには絶対に教えて。Number 1. あげない。Number 2. くれた。Number 3. くれない。Number 4. もらない。The answer is number 1. 私はあなたには絶対に教えてあげない。I will never tell you about it. Right, so 私は I is the subject. So くれる、くれた、くれない can't be the answer. もらわない doesn't make sense at all because that's not a grammatically correct word. So number 1, あげない is the answer. Next question. 昨日お医者さんに見て。昨日お医者さんに見て。Number 1, あげた。 Number 2, もらった。Number 3, くれた。Number 4, もらえない。Alright, the answer is number 2. 昨日お医者さんに見てもらった。Yesterday I saw a doctor. Or yesterday I had a doctor take a look. In this case, it says yesterday, so it should be past tense, right? And then you don't look at the doctor. Doctor is gonna look at you as his service. So you should be thankful, or I should be thankful, right? In that case, it can be Ageru, right? And then I had a doctor take a look. So I'm the subject. So that means くれる、くれた can be the answer. So number 2, もらった is the answer. 昨日お医者さんに見てもらった。Yesterday I had a doctor take a look at me. Last question. すみません。写真を撮ってませんか？すみません。写真を撮ってませんか？ Number 1, あげ。Number 2, もらえ。Number 3, くら。Number 4, もらう。Which one do you think is the answer? Alright, the answer is number 2. すみません。写真を撮ってもらえませんか？すみません。写真を撮ってもらえませんか？ Excuse me, would you take photos for me? Obviously, you're saying, excuse me, can you take a picture for me? That kind of stuff, right? So, it should be, they are giving me action. Action is taking a picture. So, I should be thankful to them. Alright? And then, who's the subject? No, subject is not stated, but here you should be able to tell, asking someone to take a picture for me. And then in that case, I should be thankful. So number 1, あげませんか? That doesn't make sense. And then number 3, くらませんか? That's not a real word. But you could say 写真を撮ってくれませんか? That's correct. But くら is not a real word. So that shouldn't be the answer. And then number 4, もらうませんか? That's the wrong conjugation. You should say もらえませんか? And that's the answer number 2. 写真を撮ってもらえませんか? もらう because I should be thankful to their action. Right, so that I'm receiving the kindness from them. Alright, that was all the questions I had. I hope you learned something new today. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching until the end, and I hope to see you in the next one. またね。